Hello and welcome back to Abrix, and today we're talking about my LEGO MOC, the crashed TIE Fighter from the last episode of The Mandalorian Season 1. I am entering this, and obviously, in the MandRMOCtober2020 contest. He's a YouTube channel, and he has his contest, this MOC, how I made it, and all the process about it. The mega figures, the terrain, just basically just get into the MOC, obviously. Now, so let's get into it. Oh, by the way, this intro in the video will be a lot shorter than my other videos. I'm going to try this out. Leave a comment down below if you like the shorter one than my other videos or what. First off, the mega figures. Here we have, obviously, because LEGO never did... LEGO did? No, LEGO never released the mega figure of... What was his name? I can't remember his name. It's from Mandalorian. It's the season 1. He was obviously the TIE Fighter pilot. We have the mega figure here. He is holding the dark saber, obviously, and season 2 is going to probably get into how he came in possession of the dark saber. He has he's a commander in the X-Empire in the Mandalorian show. The face I use is Finn's exclusive face. It came within the book. The head piece and the head and hair piece here, can't really tell, sorry, is Finn from the Visual Dictionary New Edition book, released in 2019. This is from 2019, the New Edition book, and the exclusive mega figure was Finn here. Finn, so I used the hair and headpiece from this mega figure, which came in this book. We have this knight armor piece I used for his blaster armor. It looks pretty cool. I think it's got the shape of the general armor he was wearing, and I kind of like that. He also has 2 capes, so this is a really old cape, and these are 2 old capes. This red cape is actually from the Lord of the Rings boat, the Ghost boat, and the black one's a really old cape. I think it's actually from a Star Wars maybe, but old. From Darth Maul, I believe. I put those 2 on along with the armor, so yeah. Underneath the armor, we have this chest piece. This actually came from the Red Skull. This came from Red Skull, which was in the Avengers Tower set, the 2020 Avengers Tower set. I think it was really cool. I love that detail. Just something you can't really see, over the armor. You can't really see that, but kind of nice detail. If you're wondering how I put the capes on, I put the red one on first. This hole here, then the black one. Then I transition to the red and the black, the other side of the red and black. Kind of farther, you press down, you grab the head, push it down, and there you go. The back face is the eye shut with a smile. Now we have the Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda. Now these are actually fake Legos. These are not actually real Mandalorian Baby Yoda mega figures. So yeah, and I just kind of wanted to add these because these aren't in the actual scene of the TIE Fighter crash, but I just wanted to add it for if Lego did release this as a set, they would probably throw in the Mandalorian Baby Yoda. So yeah. The helmet is actually too big, so it comes off really easily, but it does stay on there, so it does stay on there. Really cool. I love the shiny gray. I wish Lego actually did this to the Mandalorian mega figure, because that would look really cool. But the nice shiny colors there. We have his long blaster, really nice. We also have his jetpack with an unusually large rocket there. I don't think it's actually going to belong in the movie, but I kind of like the detail there. Obviously, you saw here's his face. Plain, ordinary face, no double-side print. And that's really it. Not too much more about the Mandalorian. He does actually have back printing, so let me show you that. There's the back printing for the Mandalorian. Love that. That's really cool. Even the leg back printing here has got some of the silver color there. That's really cool. Real Legos don't have it. So, yeah, this cost me like $10 around $10 for the Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda. The Baby Yoda here looks just like Legos pretty much. So yeah, I think the ears are a lot more bolder than Legos. And just a cute little thing. Really cute. I like it. Now the TIE Fighter itself. This took me about 1 week to make. This is almost a scaled TIE Fighter. Here's a side view. You kind of see I added this little panel there. You can't really see that. Zoom in there. Sorry, I moved the tripod. Little panel there for some kind of like visual, like some kind of like detail there. Like if a crash, you would see like wires and stuff. So I added that. Really cool. Then we have the back of the mock. Obviously, this is the engine. That is the engine. We've got the back end of the wing. Now, this is something I added that I'm gonna take off here. But this piece here, this was just to kind of help hold this together. Kind of like it would kind of fall back a little bit. It just added to kind of keep this a little bit closer to the wing. But I'll just take that off. You know, I just had that. I think it was like temporary, and I just never took it off. But yeah, obviously you can see here we've got. This uses a Lego's design, so if you look up a Lego set, this is how they did their wings. I did it the same way, but as you can see, the wing is bent here. So sorry about that. It has the end clip. It's not a clip; it's an end clip, and it would clip onto this piece. But because the wing's bent, it won't connect. So I didn't add the clip there. Plus, I have a limited number of light gray clips, so I didn't add that for detail. Now, also at the back, you see this nice little glow. It's not really see-through piece, but this is actually for the Mandalorian to Adam, so it looks like he's flying by. Now, realistically, he's not doing this in the scene. It's just a visual effect that I'll show you later. Actually, I'll take this off for now. We do have this nice kind of crashed piece of the TIE Fighter. This is kind of like part of the cross beam that would attach to the cockpit and the wing. This piece, this is you can remove this out. Like I said, this is a part of it, and it actually is about as long as this end. Like if you attach it from here, is exactly as long as the other side. I think it's one stud less, but you know, just actually no wait, I had it wrong. It goes like this. No, it's still 6, but it's, you know, one stud less, which is still kind of okay. I like it. So it is crashed here, and I added these smoke pieces. I added this smoke here for some visuals, obviously. And I added these, the orange there. This isn't really, like, it wasn't really on fire. Like, this piece wasn't, like, you didn't really see too many visible flames around this piece, from what I can remember. So, kind of added some little extras there, kind of make it more visual, like, more pops out at you, more detail. You can also see there's, like, this, light gray triangle piece and some other 1x2 light pieces. Those are just, like, other crash pieces. So, we got that. We have the, front of the TIE Fighter, obviously. This part here. And I couldn't really, unfortunately, get the door. Like, I couldn't get, like, a perfect square in this round piece. So I just kind of cheated. I kind of cheated a little bit. It doesn't really look like a square, almost. That I looked at other mocks of this scene that they don't have is the door, the actual piece that the guy here, I can't remember his name, I'm so sorry. He's some kind of commander name. I'm gonna have his name in the description, so forgive me. But him, he used a dark saber to cut that out. I didn't see any mocks that had like the door on the ground, so I added this square door instead. I think that kind of looks really cool. Nice little subtle detail there. So you've got that. Now the glass is actually one big straight clear piece. There's supposed to be like this detail on it. I don't have the piece. I never bought a TIE Fighter because I always thought they were too expensive. So yeah. Also I had these weird cuts inside of there. Like right there. This kind of gave some more visual effect, kind of like more of the unstable, cracked terrain the planet's on. I also love a fun little detail that doesn't really matter, but like when you get to the black border, this automatically stops. The gray design just stops dead. I just kind of like that. I think it looks really cool. Personally, I think I like that's really cool, really awesome. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. So let's have the TIE Fighter there. So here we have the cockpit. I did try to add like a seat instead of just a simple 2x2, or more like a 2x3 seat. And maybe you're, you know, an average seat there, Lego City seat. I have like this cool custom seat. Let me actually get it for you. This nice little seat here. I was gonna add it, but then I realized, it's a little big. If you put the Mega Figure down, he's not really gonna be able to look out the window. So I decided not to add that. And like I said, this is almost Mega Figure scale. It's just about scale. The cockpit needs to be a little bit bigger. The wings maybe just need a smidge bigger, a few studs, but it's generally Mega Figure scale. So that's what I like about this. But you do have that. You guys, this nice little lever here for details. To get inside, you saw I lifted up this door. And also to get inside, just grab over here, right here, lightly open these up, and there you go. And this 1x came off, attached it just like the other side here to this. Now you do have this control panel. This hangs over the minifigure so you can look out and like target, I guess. It's just a visual detail. I don't think it's actually in a TIE fighter, but I kind of like it more detailed. So the interior of the TIE fighter is really cramped and really small, but there is a red button there. There is a vent right down there. Hard to tell, but there's a vent. And you can see a nice little code key, like a little number thing you would press, like either change the angle of your wings, which TIE fighters don't actually. Well, this TIE fighter does, because this is a foldable TIE fighter, so I guess this is what you would press to fold the TIE fighter wings. But yeah, so it's really cool. Let's stick the commander here, this TIE fighter commander, that show it off. Honestly, I haven't tried the Mega figure sitting in this chair yet. I always forget to do this in a lot of my spaceship mocks. So he does fit, obviously, but with the cape and the armor, you can't really close the door on him. So what I recommend, unfortunately, if you want to stick the commander in the TIE fighter, you're going to have to remove the capes and the armor, just to kind of get him so that he sits in the chair proper. But yeah, and it doesn't really matter if the minifigure, like the minifigure does fit in the cockpit. He does fit. Obviously, miscalculated how tall is the minifigure in the chair. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because, you know, it's not like this is important because the minifigure doesn't really need to be sitting in the cockpit. So, admittedly, I messed up the cockpit. But then again, like I said, it's not big enough. And I don't think it really matters because you never did see Commander. What is he? I cannot remember his stupid name. But yeah, the guy's name, he fights this TIE fighter in Mandalorian. I'm gonna get a lot of hate comments in the description, but yes. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm usually good with names. So yeah, so he doesn't actually fit, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter because the TIE fighter, obviously, this is not made for him sitting in the cockpit because obviously you can't. Obviously, the cockpit would be barely visible. You can barely see inside of it because of the decoration on the glass. So it always doesn't matter. And also, he was standing on the roof after he cut the hole. So technically, it doesn't matter if he can sit or not in the cockpit. It really does not. Now, another detail I forgot to mention that I'm going to mention now is the detailing of this dirt. This is trail effect that I added of the pieces crashing. So obviously we have this piece here of the piece of the TIE fighter, and we can see how it crashed, how this end crashed in this weird angle here. It crashed in this weird angle, and then eventually came down and hit the and crashed here. There's a couple stud holes there. So yeah, you got that. If you're wondering how the smokes are attached, this smoke is attached by a 1x1 stud on the side piece here. Like, sorry about this angle, like this. Really cool. And yeah, so we got that. So yeah, obviously you got the trail there. We also have obviously the middle crash, which is obviously the cockpit here. Kind of see it crashes here, and then it goes wider as the rest of the cockpit comes crashing down. Obviously, we've got some disturbed dirt. We got nice little cheese cuts all over here. We also have the wing. Now, the wing was actually the most difficult part, and one of the reasons why the trenches were so hard was because I designed them on a plate, but then I took the plate one that I made on the trench I made on the plate and added to this big plate, this 48x48 plate. I almost had to, at one moment, I had to rebuild the entire trench to the TIE wing, the TIE fighter wing, this one. So, yeah, that was actually really difficult. It took me quite a while, but I did figure it out. And yeah, now it's kind of difficult. I don't really think this one is kind of proper. Like, I don't think this should really be out here this far, but I just kind of want to make some cool visual effect. I think I like it. I think it looks really cool. And it kind of just makes more life to the set. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. Now, you did notice this piece here is a 1x4 curve piece, light gray, dark gray. That's kind of like wear, like kind of like dirt sprayed on the wing or something like that. You know, like maybe this is kind of like partially buried. Honestly, I think that's my excuse for not having a 1x4 black cut piece. That will fit there. I don't have another. That's my excuse. We've got that. I love there's like another look at the holes that are in the TIE fighter. Really cool. So yeah, and that's really it. kind of see also the dirt mound here facing the TIE Fighter. So yeah, it's obviously made for the Mandalorian. Just the flyby is like a visual effect. So you grab your Mandalorian, your fake one or your real one, or your Lego one, add Baby Yoda to his hand, turn it over so it faces the Mandalorian. It's a little difficult, especially with fake Lego. Do that. Attach them to this. Put them up. Add this piece. Add it right here in the middle of the clear 2x2. It should fit. And then you add in, and then you use this piece here, one by one with stone on the side, but it's got like the cut inside there. That's what I'm talking about there. And add this. And here you go. You've got, don't add in the middle, add it to one of these ends here. You recognize one of the studs down in the middle for support reasons, for stability. And there you go. You've got the Mandalorian flying by this guy. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember his stupid name. But yeah, so that's basically my mock. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope MNR actually even watched this. I don't care if I. And thank you for watching this mock. I know the copy was kind of disappointing. I always forget to test the copy to make sure it can fit a Mega figure, but at the same time, it doesn't matter because the guy was never seen in the cockpit after the crash, so you wouldn't really do that. Second, even if you did do that, if you had the correct TIE Fighter window piece, you probably wouldn't be able to see inside, so what's the point, honestly. So, that's my excuse. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, please subscribe, and leave some comments down below, preferably nice ones. But yes, and I'll see you guys next time on MandRMOCtober2020, and also have a nice, happy Halloween.